Hey everyone, welcome back to a little bit of everything. I am sick at the moment, so my voice will probably continue to go in and out. I will try to um, speak as loudly and as clearly as possible. Um, I am currently in the midst of planning what I want for um, outdoor landscaping. So I'm going to draw a picture. Going to draw a picture of what I'm planning on doing. Um, it's not all going to be this year, that is for sure, but maybe a 2 or 3 year plan. Because obviously I can't afford to do it all in 1 year, or else I would just go hard and hire some help and get it all done in one. But that's not a possibility at the moment, and I'm trying to do this on very little money. So, yeah, I thought I'd draw out the property, just a rough sketch of what's already here and what I'm planning on doing. I did start a little bit on it last night and about an hour this morning, but I thought I'd take a break because it is supposed to be quite hot out today, and come in and do a little, I guess, landscape update is what you would call it, or yard update, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to go to my office here and hand things over to the other camera and start drawing out what it is I'm planning on doing. Stay tuned. All right. Hopefully the video is or got good enough audio for you to hear me. Okay, so this paper is meant to define the whole property. Okay, so that's about as far down as I can go. Okay, so again, this is meant to be my property. This is the street side, and this is the alley side. So I want to fit everything on here, so I think I'm going to have to draw pretty small. So let's start with the property line, I guess. It's right there and right there. So this is all along over here. Rough lines, of course, this is not drawn to scale. This is all driveway over here to the property line. That's all driveway. This is all lawn. Gate is right about there. So there's a fence going. Well, this would be the fence, I guess. Trailer is right about there. It's a little walkway behind. There's patio here, and then the deck is right about there. Again, this is not drawn to scale, but just doing what I think it looks like here. So the steps up to the deck, and then the addition is right there. What else do I need here? So we're just going to assume that this is the back property line. So the garage starts right there and goes to about, it's pretty close to the trailer, so we'll go about there. It is a 2-car. Excuse me. This area from here to here is about 6 feet. So that should give you a little bit of a scale as to whether or not I'm off or on or whatever. Current layout is there is a stump of a tree that we took out last fall there. There is a step down from the deck right there to the side yard. There is currently a flower bed right there. There is going to be a rock garden / flower bed, I guess you'd call it, right there. There's a tree right here, a lilac, and another small tree right there, another small tree right there. And then there is a barrel with a couple of perennials in it right there, and then I put plastic edging stones to the property line, and this is all just gravel. On this side we have a tree, another tree, and another tree, and this is all just dirt back here. There is a flower bed right, there's a buddy gate to my neighbor's place right here that swings into his yard. And then, well, I guess the man door for starters for the garage is right about there. There's a flower bed on this side. Goes to there, and a flower bed on this side. That goes to there, right to the corner. And currently I have a fire pit right about there. And then there's a shed right there. Wood pile. I think that is it. Oh, and the flower bed. There's a gate to the back of the garage right there. And then I have another flower bed that runs the length of that. So basically what my plan is, there's also there's a walkway with patio stones like this. And then bigger ones all the way down here to the back gate. Again, this is not to scale, and I'm going to be changing a lot of the flower bed situations. So. Basically what I did last night and this morning was I took this whole walkway out, and I took all the patio stones out in here, and I left that one right there in front of the door. So right now what this looks like is this patio extends to the ground where I took these all out, and it goes right to about there at the moment. So now this is all one bed. Before, this bed was probably 10 inches out from the garage. I wanted to make that about 1.5 feet or deeper, or wider, I guess. So right now this comes out to the edge of here, but it will realistically come to about there. So all of this will become flower bed. That whole area. And I'll probably just seed this to grass again. Or sorry, this will extend out to here. And then those patio stones that I took out will go to about there. Again, this isn't the exact size of this one. This one is a little bit less in depth than this one was before. But now that all those are out, I'm kind of digging all of the ground out because I do have perennials in here and in here. So I'm digging them down as far as I think they should be until I expose roots, and I'm digging the roots down further so I don't disturb them too much. So what I did this morning was do this whole extended flower bed. I did not take any footage of that this morning yet. I just took a couple pictures. So what I'm planning on doing this afternoon is, if I feel up to it, is basically pulling all the grass out of this flower bed, and putting all of the dirt into this area where I pulled patio stones out, and then digging all these down, putting all that dirt into the spaces or whatever, pulling all the grass back to this distance. And then I'm going to fill all that in and probably strike this one down to about that level, just so it's lined up with this one. And then this is all going to be flower bed, and then this is all going to be flower bed. But because there's no walkway here, I'm not sure if I'm going to put one there. I do want to make this one, because this one is the same depth from the garage as that one, so I do want to make this one out about that much. So that's all flower bed. And then in the future, I'm going to leave about 3 feet from the trailer and from the addition all the way around. This isn't going to be that long. This distance isn't that much. It's just the way the drawing turned out. And then there's going to be grass in here. So that is going to be one of my garden beds where I'm going to have, it's going to be flowers along this side. There's going to be, I think, strawberries on that side. And I'm going to have different rows of vegetables in there. And then this walkway, or I left that patio stone in there in front of the garage door, so this is eventually going to come out like that. And then I'm going to have a landing right here off of this step. Kind of like that, I guess. And then off the corner of this, there's going to be a walkway of patio stones. Basically down there, and then over here, and then basically going to continue to the garage. Just so I do have some sort of a walkway and I'm not walking on the garage, because I do park in the garage full time, so I wanted there to be a walkway there, and so I wasn't walking on the grass. But because we took that stump out last fall, there's a bunch of roots obviously in this area. So I want to get those out. So I'm not going to do this walkway this year, just because we do have to basically, not like fully, but kind of half rip up the lawn, pull all the roots out, backfill it with dirt, and then reseed the grass, which is okay. I'm fine with that, but I don't want to lay these and then have to pull the roots up under them and destroy all the work I'd done. So this is for another year, I guess. The priority this year would be getting these beds done, because I'm not going to touch this area for the roots from the trees. So get this area done, and then get this garden bed done, and then I'm going to have another garden bed on this side. I'm going to leave about 3 feet there. So that would take me to about there. And this is going to be an L-shaped bed. Basically, it's going to look like that. And then this is, once again, all going to be flowers. Along that edge, this is going to be, I think, blueberries. And this is going to be different rows of vegetables again. In there, and then again, this is all going to be grass in between everything. I still want some grass, I just don't want everything to be grass. And I may also put an edging of patio stones around each garden bed. I'm not sure about that yet. again, I'm trying to use all the materials that I have currently. So, what else did I have planned here? I think in the future I would like to put some sort of small pool in here. Again, from this stump to where the edge of this new rock garden flower bed is going to be, that area is probably 10 to 15 feet. So what my plan was is to put an above ground pool. Nothing huge, just, I don't know. This might be 10 feet. This might be 7 feet. So it wouldn't be huge, but I don't know, enough to have a floaty in and just kind of relax on hot days. What else? What else? There is my neighbor's trailer's about here. And then this is all gravel in here. So what my plan was is to put, so it's like, it's going to kind of draw with my finger. They're kind of like, I guess you call them plant stands. They stick into the ground, they get like spikes on the end, and they kind of come up like this and curve around. There's a hook right there, and then it comes around and hooks on the backside. So you can hook like 2 potted plants on there. So my goal was to put one of those there. This area, his trailer is about 70 feet. So I was going to put probably 8 to 10 hangers in there and kind of space them out. In there, and then I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 kind of flowers hanging, or 12 altogether flowers, or maybe 14, just hanging from the stands, and just kind of dress that area up a bit. Eventually on the front lawn here, I'm going to have, like, this is all lawn here, so I was thinking about taking that out because the grass doesn't grow very well there. So I think in amongst the trees here, I'm going to put a rock garden in here. And then I think, or sorry, that's not right. No, I'm missing. The trailer actually goes out. The fence stops there, so the trailer actually goes out to about there. There is a tree there, a tree there, and a tree there. There's nothing out in front of the trailer. And then these trees, I got one there, and one there. And then, yeah, so I'm planning on taking all this lawn out and just doing like a kind of a mulch and dirt area, like in this whole place. And then planting some perennials in there that I don't really have to do any maintenance on other than maybe weed. And then this area is going to be the same. I'll top this up with soil and mulch and stuff like that, and then I hopefully won't have to do much with it other than prune that lilac back a little bit. And then all the stones that I took up from here. I'd like to eventually, because the front gate's right about here, so, and this actually extends to about there. So I don't want, the actual patio that's right here also comes out to about there. So I do have to shovel that in the winter. But my plan was to put patio stones kind of out here. There's a divider between the gravel and the grass of railroad ties right here. So what I was going to do is put the stones that I picked up from here, down to the street, just for something kind of easier to walk my bins down, because I do have really large gravel in the driveway, so it is it is a little more difficult to get the bin down to the driveway. So, anyway, that is my plan. Eventually, I do have really, like I said before, I do have really large gravel and driveway. So, I think in the end, the goal would be to get the big rocks out and put some smaller stuff in here, and then do these patio stones after. I think that might be down the road. Same with this. My priority for this year is to get this done, this done, this done. Set up my 2 garden beds. They're just going to be raised. And then if I have energy after all of that, again, I don't know how long that's going to take, but if I do have any energy after that, I will tackle this one. This is just going to be rocks all the way around, and then it's just going to be perennials in here. And then I think then this flower bed beside the steps here is going to be timbers. And there's actually a fountain right here that I'm going to keep in there. Yeah, that's my plan anyway. Not sure how much of it I'm going to get done this year, but I just wanted to kind of, excuse me, just kind of wanted to outline everything for everyone, just so that you can see kind of what my what my plan is. Again, sorry about the voice, but hopefully it comes back and is in full form. My voice isn't raspy all week, so anyway, just wanted to give you an update on my plan and kind of what I was thinking. So, yeah.